Good evening. Missed my cue just a hair on that transition. Not a bad one, though. I've had worse. What is happening today? What is happening today? Ooh, all sorts of away teams. I think if I remember right, the battle pass was domination, so I don't think we've had an away team's battle pass event this month yet. It feels weird when we're missing them like that. A lot of times they're like frequent. I used to like target heavy on these shuttlecraft things. Way teams credits. Because it always seemed like it was like a pretty decent deal. I mean, free rep is free rep. Maybe I continue with that. I'd like to see if this goes up. I don't remember if it was going up with the reputation levels or if it was going up with the ops level. Bel Ducat, Nero. She can't be the best defense one, can she? Interesting. 97% is pretty decent. That's a little risky, but there's 100%. Oh, Mini Mabel. I thought you were gonna go Reed Rev. I just saw you had him queued up before. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, Broker Wolf. And Adva. Oh no, is bot broken? Is bot broken? Oh no, I broke the bot. Well, welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail. Welcome to the Scuffed stream. We'll do the other shout outs. Does that not work? Well, what the heck is broken so bad? Is it stream stickers again? or stream sound alerts. That one. I don't understand. Okay, did it just play? Is it that delayed right now? I wonder if the API at Twitch is doing some weird things. Anyways, I'm Codtail. I'm another Star Trek streamer. I swear, sometimes this stream is pretty okay. I counted myself as a raider. Well, is everything else? Anything else broken?
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Okay, that worked. I don't know, the shoutout thing didn't work further, darn. That's disappointing. I did make changes to it. I did not test them. But I think all I changed was the message for if it doesn't find any clips. All right. Anyways, welcome in. We're just getting started for today. I haven't even looked at the events yet. I was just finishing out some away teams, getting that set for the evening. Well, how's everybody been enjoying the arc so far? Been finding the V'ger hostels fun, challenging. All right, dots collected. Setting a miner. Get some par steel. That's one of those things. Par steels became so important for mining. Tritanium has been up there too, but for me right now, par steel is my biggest thing in G7 so far, is making sure I have enough of that on hand. Did some more transigen mining. Even though we had a couple of days of transigen mining events, there's still That loop is hungry for transition. It's all getting nasty. Everything wants at least one thing. You don't have enough supply. Yeah, this game seems to have a very unique skill of, you know, like finding the thing that you don't want and making it something that you need to use. He knows, don't bug me. I definitely do know. All right, so let's take a peek at today's events. They send us, no, they didn't send us the territory thing yet. That'll come tomorrow. So we have domination. This one is research, buildings, ship XP. This one, ooh, research, building, ship XP. Perfect. I don't think that they normally align like that. So that needs like 320,000. 214 million. Because why not? A new spend event because we haven't had one since. Never mind. Is there another spend event? Or are you talking just the domination one? Like, I don't mind having the domination if you can do ship XP after. Oh, the tournament prep? I think that's kind of more of a restocking effort for a lot of people. Getting into the alliance tournaments. Unless you play that event, I guess. Really? Is it just an SLB? AT prep, outpost control upgrade, fleet commander elevation. SLB. That actually pays out pretty good. Like, top 5 is on par with... Top 5 is better than a normal SMS. Chronicle of the Ascendant, that's still running from yesterday. Just so that we can collect the meta. So as long as everybody's collected their events for today, that would be set. So if nobody else collects anything... Yeah, Yar's within striking distance of me, though. 67 researches. Or buildings. I'll get there if nobody passes me. Yeah. I didn't expect to stay 5th. I'm actually kind of surprised. I didn't finish yesterday's SMS. V'ger events, so we have V'ger Hunt. So defeating any V'ger hostile. So we'll do a portion of this. Okay, V'ger fighters count. So I'll get that one knocked out doing the regular V'ger events. And then a little extra on top. Excelsior Pursuit. I made it up to 9. I made it up to the 9th event. And this was taking like 3 hulls per kill. And I don't think that was really worth it. Because 45k, 7 officer shards. Chad bro chillin', thank you for the raid. Let's see if this one works. Well, that was a little bit more reactive. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail, Star Trek Fleet Command streamer. I stream Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. What were you up to? This is the first double Matt spend event I've gotten top 10. Nice. I wonder if they split things up just a little bit. Or if it's just low participation. Hello, just started, so I was leveling up the ops. Got to ops 12 today. Nice job. That's pretty good progress. Yeah, I started a new account on Friday or Saturday. I think it was Saturday. And yeah, it's only at like ops 4 right now. I haven't decided if I really want to start playing that one or if I want to, you know, like start in a very specific area. Because I've been playing this game since 2019. So like, I kind of want to get the fresh experience again because it's been every couple of years I try to start a new account just to get that new player experience, and they're doing a really good job on kind of some of the tutorial stuff on getting certain things in, but there's a little bit of work left to get everything 100%. Been playing since the 2nd or 3rd week. That's good. There's a lot of people around that have been playing since pretty much since launch. There's a lot of similarities from the early game, and there's a little bit of differences. They add on a lot of stuff in the long run. So right now, I'm just kind of going through today's events and kind of picking and choosing what to do and kind of talking about some of the upcoming stuff. At 12, you don't get into the battle pass stuff yet. I think that's, I want to say 20-ish. Right, Alliance Syncopation is running again. That's pretty cool. I met a few people that have played for years. Yeah, it's a very passionate community. Very passionate. When things don't go right, there's all sorts of uproar. I think they must have lowered the requirements. I have the battle pass available. I think I'm level 3 in it. Oh, nice. Server 74. That server's been around for a little bit of time. My new account, they threw it on server 61. All right, so Riker Maneuver is the event that I picked here. This will be spending Armada directives. Or PvP, but Armada directives are more fun. And I always need to stock up. Oh, there's the snow. All right, Lat Rush is running. Ferengi Exchange Overflow. All they've got. They got the Lat Rush SMS outside of the bucket. Still? Scopely's offices must be closed today. Hope you have some good stream. I'm gonna get some dinner and I'll come check you out some more. All right, enjoy your dinner. Thank you for stopping in and thank you for the raid. Artifact Hunt. Artifact Hunt's a good one that I like to see. Like, that's a good, quick little spat of resources. And a good excuse to unlock some artifacts. I'm gonna do that one real quick. I don't know if this one actually counts towards it or not. I don't think so. It'd be nice if it did. But I know this one counts. There we go. We get that one done. Is that done? That might not be done. I see score coming across the top now. Just need a sliver more. So I'll open up the single pack. That should do it. Okay, so that one is done. Let's load up for today's hostels, which are Hurok. That's actually convenient because those are the easier ones. The ones that I find easier, at least. So having those during during the event that requires a little bit more extra hits is nice. I'm missing officers. This is because this one's under repair. I've really got to go back through and fix some of this. It's almost embarrassing, like, how bad my presets are right now. I got a bunch of good stuff, good officers out on the Green Squall right now. All right, that should do the trick there. Nope. I keep on wanting to go for the Augment Exile space when I'm trying to get up to V'ger space. I'll send that out there. My search and destroy is 57s right now. I'll go kill 57s. I need to give them good names too. Are you saying my names aren't good? A couple of them. No, you're right. I do need to give them good names. I do need to give them good names. You're right. I did okay with my fleet presets, I think. It's better. Mission Impossible and Show Me the Money. I have my normal ass crew, and then I have my PvP-ish crew. Yeah, I mean, it's just mainly to set the ships back. Like, all this stuff needs to be gone through again, too. Because, like, all my ships have changed for the mining. All that stuff needs to be adjusted. But I have normal-ass crew, and I have PvP-ish crew. And then all my normal crew stuff is just a description of what they do. I should get a little more creative. Like, they give me the space to be able to do something creative there. I should take advantage of that. It's a wasted opportunity if I don't. And I'm thinking this one liked Janeway better for Captain than Suitor. I had a really good Hurak crew last time, but I didn't save it. I had the perception that I was really out of officer slots, preset slots. Oh no, I lost track of the one that was hurt. That's the one that I damaged. But it's kind of interesting. Quasel shared a an interesting crew loadout for the Excelsior. So on the cheat sheet, ye old cheat sheet.
I came from Brazil.
Under the crew. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a copy. I thought I'd get away with just selecting the thing. Let's see if they updated it. He had a cheat crew listed on here. He was showing it off. PvP red moving space. He did not save it in the most recent copy. So it was Pike. There's Pike, Suitor, and Eurydice. And below deck, oh, I didn't save the screenshot. I thought it was on the sheet. But it was dependent on having the Inaran execution post to get burning. And then down here was yeah, I don't remember. But that was able to let me get up to the 9th event. I've done a couple. Yeah, I did a couple of outposts, so that's been buried in the logs. Good evening, Tin Man. All right, so that one, yes. I've got Vengers. A team through D team for PvP. Freeman, 3 Armada, Wave, 1, 2, and 3. Rev Hostiles, Aquatic, Cindy Mata, Rep Q, Q Mata.
Here's a
Rating 1,
thought
2.
for someone. If clouds are made of water, does that mean when it rains, Mother Nature is just shaking her giant wet dog?
Gross. Reliant Farmer, Aggregation, Outhouse 123, Squall, and Muir Surveys. Yeah, that's probably closer to what I would... I'm not going to do the PvP ones in my officer presets. I'm going to try to keep that to a fleet preset. Because that kind of changes up like everything that I'm doing, because that's going to primarily be for arenas. I kind of wish the fleet presets would also do your fleet commanders. Or like maybe we need an option to do the fleet commanders. Because it'd be good to have like a some kind of sort of a preset option for the fleet commanders where you could have the selectable abilities figured out and stuff with it. Shaking the giant wet dog still has my mind messed up. Like that's a weird thought. And that's coming from Chat GPT. Yeah, Chat GPT. Don't give them the idea to sell us $400 free commander presets to go with the $400 chair. Yeah, that's true.
Here's a thought for someone. If we aren't meant to eat midnight snacks, why do they come in such perfectly shaped bags that fit right into our hands like a divine invitation? It's like the universe knew we would need a late-night crunch companion.
A late-night crunch companion. Aren't meant to eat midnight snacks. Why do they come in such perfectly shaped bags? That's such a crazy thought process. I cannot call it inaccurate by any means, though. I have a feeling I'm gonna start running out of jump juice. That's gonna be like one of my first restocks when Alliance Tournaments comes up. I got so many things that I'm gonna be finishing off. It's perfect. My nuts come in a perfectly shaped bag. Yes, these nuts. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the last 3 out of here that I need. I'm gonna end up with one left. Yeah, one left. So I'll do that one with the Excelsior. So that should finish the challenge track stuff. I'm gonna try to not miss any of it this time. Hey, that took a long time. I missed claiming one of the day's events last time. For last week. Okay, V'ger Simulation Meta SMS. V'ger Trials, V'ger Hunt. The generic jumping juice and summon sauce for disco and insta warp ships. I'm over 1 million too, but I'm guessing that I'm getting close to under. I know it's a possibility. $1.09 million. I guess 50,000 of it's, or 90,000 of it's still a lot.
Like a glove.
Hello, 50.
Bruh.
I got the legendary and free and 200 points for this week. I missed the opportunity to do the legendary. I would have had to have done 2 of the events, and I don't know if that was going to give enough left over to be able to complete the complete the 2 epic ones. I was able to complete the epic one, but I still needed 275 points to do that one. And I didn't want to risk it. But it looks like they might have the timing fixed. Because this ends in 6 days, 2 hours. And then the normal events end in 2 hours. So it looks like they may have shortened the reset timing on it. So it's going to end at the same time now as the dailies. Instead of having that weird hour overlap. I guess I don't need to do those anymore. All right, so that's checked off for... Man, Alliance Tournament Prep has me weird. If you do all 7 days, you're going to be 175 short of Legendary. Really? I thought I had missed a couple this last time. Yeah, no, so I was 100 short. So I had missed one, collecting one event. So stupid. Might have to check in on these spend events tomorrow and just see what they're looking like. Because if they're running light, I don't think I would do. I don't know if I would do either one of these. These are both scoring in the Vengeance event. I don't have anything to spend any of them on anyways, but I might have Outpost. Like, I gotta be close to the next Outpost. Yeah. But if they keep on running those same events before Alliance tournaments, like, maybe I'll be able to have some stuff up next month. My record of not completing one is still perfect. Yeah, you're definitely not set up for success on those. I'm barely set up for success myself. It's getting better. After next weekend, because I'll have my next loyalty chest, so I'll be able to do my next 30-day chest. I think I'll be hitting the tipping point, or getting a little bit closer. It depends on how much it costs to upgrade Crenshaw. Might take 2 of those. Get another tier. It might take 2 30-day chests to get another tier of the Crenshaw. I might have to think about turning in some multiphasics, but I don't think it's worth it at 71. Alright, so all the V'ger events should be done today? No, not today. Oh, that's got another week left. Okay, so that one just started the second cycle yesterday. More Sulu shards. They're giving away a lot of Sulu shards in different areas. These are faction reputation tokens. Armadas. I gotta do armadas. Alright, I'm gonna go set this up to do some regular hostiles. Which that crew would probably be just fine. And then I'm gonna set this one up.
Here's a thought for someone. What if cats secretly run our lives and are just waiting for us to figure it out so they can finally take a vacation to the sun? Meanwhile, they're perfecting their persuasive arguments for more treats.
Why are they throwing weird jokes in like that? So, does it come up that the AI voice for Keanu Reeves is the one that does all the cat jokes? That's interesting. I might have to see if I can go back and find information about that. Because the thought's random, and the voice is supposed to be random. There are 4 different voices.
Here's a thought for someone. If bananas had feelings, they'd probably be the most popular fruit at therapy sessions, always peeling back the layers of their potassium-packed lives.
That joke even has some layers to it. Onions would disagree. I think that's a fair point. We'll go with that chip. We'll do Sanctus. I haven't ran the Sanctus in a while. Why not? All right, Armadas. Trying to think about where I normally have to run these. Okay, that's off. Are onions potassium packed? That's a good question. That'd be interesting if they were, because they would have really strong competition for onions then.
Here's a thought for someone. If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it secretly hope someone will post it on TikTok for fame? Meanwhile, squirrels are just nature's little paparazzi, always ready to capture the moment.
Why the fuck did he have to throw in the comment about squirrels? Is the implication that the squirrels would be taking the TikTok video? Like, that almost felt excessive. You got a big enough ship to take care of that? Yeah, Retarn will do it. I had a hoagie from Wawa and I can't believe how thirsty I am. A little salty.
Here's a thought for someone. If cats could talk, I bet they'd call us those weird, hairless pets, while judging our life choices with a single sideways glance. It's like we're the reality show with no hope of cancellation.
I don't know which voice that one was. That was Keanu Reeves too, apparently. Yeah, I had a sub sandwich from Jimmy John's for lunch too. That didn't make me too thirsty. It was a Cubano sandwich, so it wasn't too bad on the cured meats. Usually they don't bother me. I don't know what's going on today. I just drank my 4th bottle of water. Yeah, they could have just loaded up or something. I know every once in a while the body's just like, today is a hydrate day. Like, I don't know if it's sometimes, like, if it's drier in the house or something like that, I'll get that too. Plus, he had all that wind and stuff yesterday too, or whatever. Like, that stuff dries you out too. Pair of panko chicken breast tenderloins on jumbo Costco croissants with sharp cheddar and pickle ranch. That sounds pretty good. Like, I'm never really good enough to do like chicken sandwiches like that. Like, I'll do a chicken breast, but I'll just usually have it on the plate and cut it up or whatever. Like, I never sandwichize it. Every once in a while, I'll be smart enough to do Every once in a while, I'll be smart enough to do like a buffalo chicken wrap or something. But I think most of the time it's I do real basic stuff, just like chicken breast and some like side veggies. Today I made a beef stroganoff. From freezer to air fryer to croissant. Well, my problem is I don't keep bread around all that much. Like, if I'm gonna make cheeseburgers or something, I buy it, but otherwise, like, I don't eat a lot of bread normally, so I don't have the sandwich stuff. bread's only good so long in the freezer. I thought there was another one that spawned right underneath that. But I do plan on getting some good rolls or something on my next shopping trip here. Which will probably be Wednesday. Or tomorrow. I might skip tomorrow's stream and stream on Wednesday instead when Alliance tournaments start. Potato rolls? Yeah, potato burger rolls are good. The bakery at my local grocery store does like a really good pretzel bun. That's kind of been my go-to thing when I'm doing like a good hefty burger. I should actually just make a loaf of bread. I haven't done that for a while. I've been kind of tempted to start like a sourdough. Start a sourdough starter. Because I do like to have like sourdough rolls. Want a bread machine? Bread machine would be pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie. They make it so easy. I do have a KitchenAid mixer, yes. It makes the kneading process and everything really easy. Commercial bread is trash. I like getting stuff from the bakery more than like the bread aisle or whatever. Yeah, feel free to share any bread recipes you got. I'm always willing to try something. Especially like if it requires getting, you know, like different ingredients, you know, like I like the some like the whole grain cash stuff. Kasha, yeah. I think I'd like to do focaccia buns are usually pretty good too, because like I think those make really good slider buns. Nothing like fresh bread. Yeah, I agree. Like I made bread all the time during COVID just because it was easier. Easier than, you know, making the trip to the grocery store and stuff. And I wouldn't mind getting back into it a little bit. I mean, that's something that my parents didn't bake bread very much. Like my mom or whatever. But like, both my grandparents did. So like, there was always fresh bread when we'd go visit. I shouldn't say always, usually. Sometimes my dad's mom would buy like rye bread or pumpernickel or something. Homemade pastrami was Swiss on homemade pumpernickel rye. I could definitely go for that. That'd be killer stuff. I need to get a I actually need to get a thermal blanket for my smoker. This time of year when the temperature starts getting below 0 like it is right now, I have a hard time keeping temperature up on that thing. Or maintaining it right, at least. I see them all in one bread machine, all in one bread machines all the time. I'd love to try one. My grandma's got one. It's slick. I mean, you just dump everything in and out pops a loaf of bread. It'd be really easy too because I'm still an amateur when it comes to smoking. So I bought a Bradley electric smoker just to take some of the variables out of it a little bit. Because like I want to get some of the techniques down first before I have to start learning how to manage the temperature with like wood and pellets and stuff. So I'm still working my way through that, but you know, with that just being like a square box, it's really easy to figure something out for a thermal blanket for that. They probably even sell them, to be honest. Burned out 2 Bradleys working on a master built. Got GMG pellet smoker. It's Wi-Fi, set it and forget it. It's simple. Yeah, it'd be okay. Bigger and better with the cold smoke. I feel like vegans would eat meat right out of the smoker. It smells so good. Yeah, I could definitely. I don't know how it would be, but yeah. Cold smoking is something I wouldn't mind getting into too, because I do like cheeses and I wouldn't mind doing that with cheese. I haven't tried it. My Bradley should be able to do it just fine. Of course, it might depend a little bit on the cheese. Like a really soft cheese might have some issues, but like a medium hard cheese I think would be fine. I just never did. I don't know why. Haven't done fish either yet. I needed an extra attachment that smokes outside the smoker. Yeah. Yeah, I know like a lot of those grills have a cold smoke box. Oh, just a little element for the brick is enough to melt the cheese. I was thinking that it was enough smolder that it might not generate the heat for it. I think, well, I was thinking that you could probably get by with like a hard cheese, like a cheddar or something. I could definitely see something like a mozzarella not getting away with it. Smoke Daddy. Smoke Daddy sounds like one of the brands I've seen. I've followed some channels on YouTube that do some of the smoking things. I think that's probably more like it than that. That doesn't look very big. Oh. I see what that does. Well, that's just something you kind of put onto anything. I was thinking that it was like a actual like a pellet stove that had like a cold smoke box on the side. Magnum PIG. That's not even that expensive, really. Well, everybody shows up when you start an epic. Easy DIY if you have the skills to add an aquarium pump. It looks like that's really easy. Because you could do that, like, even if you just had, like, any kind of a barrel or something that you could put some racking in. Was the VGer event the only real event today? And then just finishing up the ticketed events. Adjustable airflow controls the amount of smoke. Yeah, it looks like it was like an air pump or something on there too, so you could possibly control the air coming out, like the smoke that comes out through that, and then, yeah, like damper it or whatever. I got this feeling that tomorrow's going to be a really slow day in the game too. Like, that's daily's done. Like, I can do Q's challenge, but I usually like to hold off. Can go do freebooters. Oh, I should check on my gas and ore, because those are both OPL probably. The ore one is, that should finish that off. I think my gas was close. Yeah, my gas was almost done. I should have stuck that one out. I didn't realize how close that was. Before those get popped for being OPL. Adjustable aquarium air pump. Okay. Totally changed my pulls for ship parts the last couple of days. It's good to go through that stuff every once in a while. Because yeah, as you kind of target different hostiles, sometimes the stuff that you're getting changes a little bit, and you kind of have to, you can increase some pulls and you have to decrease some others. Is it kind of like one of those thumb ball valve kind of things? I like simple things like that. Screw valve. Because the guy really wanted to. You could put a motorized controller on that and hook that up to the Wi-Fi. Something like that you could get as you could get fancy with it if you really wanted to. I don't have aquariums. I've always been a fan of having aquariums. I've just never really got one. I used to travel for work a lot, so there was times where I wasn't home for, you know, like a couple of weeks, and I don't know, I always felt weird trying to have to ask people to watch over pets. Yeah, I saw there was an option to buy an air pump with it. I did silly things building waste oil burners with air modulation and PLC controllers because I wasn't playing games. Yeah, stuff like that. It can be fun to get into some of that stuff every once in a while. You did figure out the video voice lag fix? What'd you figure out? Is it stream delay things? Video Ninja? Oops, what's oops? Horrible mod for what? Oh. I totally broke the bot. What did I do? Or no, it is working now. Okay, that one worked.
Bruh.
Well, I guess I don't know if Chad would have any clips. Minnie Mabel, I would have expected to have clips. Yeah, I broke the bot. Video Ninja? No, it's not bad bot, it's bad bot operator. Bad bot programmer. I might have to go to a backup. I didn't think I touched anything related to the actual bot commands, though. All I did was change the text on the failure. Be sure to follow them and clip something funny. Yes. That is the message that I added. I changed. I didn't change something in here, did I? Oh, that compiles. Oh. So I was doing this random thing. I accidentally clicked and dragged something. And I thought that it didn't actually do something, but I bet it did. So I must have moved one of the action failed shoutouts. Or a break. I wonder if this code's supposed to be up here. Minor details. That doesn't look any more positive. Oh, poop. I'm gonna have to rebuild that command. Hi, Jason. That's so disappointing. What did I do wrong? Might have to re-import that whole thing. I don't know how old my save was. Well, my save is only a week old. My save's only a week old, so that might not be too bad. I might just be able to overwrite that. I'll have to see how I want to do that, I guess. Anyway, Jason, how's it going, super friend? Alive for Monday? That's always good. All right, so that's set. I don't know how many things here. Just got done fixing the dryers. It stopped working over the weekend. Oof. Mine's at the spot where I just got to give it a couple of good whacks. I kind of started doing this thing. It was like, it would, like, mine's got like a start button on it. So like you turn it to start and then it'll start and then it runs. I don't know, something about that stuck. So as soon as you turn the timer on, it starts running. $6 part. That's not bad at all. And I was having problems with the door switch, so I taped the door switch shut so it always thought the door was closed. I know it's a little bit of a Fonzarelli fix. Door switch. Yeah, door switches are pretty simple things for sure. I mean, the fact that these are still working is impressive to me because my house here's gonna be 22 years old now, and these are original to the house. Like, they're the ones that the builder put in. I've had to fix the washing machine a couple of times without parts. It's got like a vacuum system, and that had just got kind of clogged up with some debris, so I was able to clean that out. Yeah, to be honest, the only thing that I've actually had to replace in here was the furnace. $20 years old. Nice. Well, I mean, that's not one that you even want to replace anyways, because, you know, that thing's probably solid and works great. There's always something about those appliances that are a little bit older that always makes them like seem a little bit nicer. Yeah, I could definitely get that. My house is from '81, so lots of things to fix. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the reason I got the house that I have. It was kind of meant to be like a temporary type of thing. Like, I only planned on living here for like 4 or 5 years. But I've been here for like 12 now. Oh, it'll be longer than that. 14, 15. Never remember. Brings daughter to school. That's kind of nice. Okay, that is Gotta be that ticket done, I think. Yes, that ticket is complete. I think that's all the events for today then. That was a quick one. All right, so faction stuff. I think I finally decided the route that I'm gonna go in G7 here. And I started going with it. How long does it take to get to the 70s? 50, are you still out there? Fifty's been playing a fairly short time. Like, I think he's under 18 months and he's getting close. Yeah, it took me about 7 years too. Well, 70s has only been out for 2 months. Well, 7D's been out for like 2 years. But 71's only been out since October. But I think it's like 18 months is kind of like reasonable if you push and grind. I'm very laid back on my play style. But you have to be willing to skip things to be able to push that hard. And if you ever want, Copley is more than willing to take your money to accelerate that timeline. Yeah, this is a game that's, you know, it's been out since 2018. So it's meant for the long haul. Like it's accelerated to get you up into the 50s. Because right now, 51 is kind of the target area. So, like, I think it's probably realistic that within, I don't know what, 3 to 6 months, you could probably be able to get into the target range. Again, depending on how much you're willing to skip things. I don't know how long the Stream Elements campaign lasts. So it's some of the ships. So like there's there's so much content. I mean, there's 8 years of content. Like, being in every little bit and piece of the 8 years of content isn't 100% necessary. You know, like, there's things that have a lot of value and there's things that have little value. So it's a 21-day campaign. In those 21 days, it is very, very, very possible and not that hard to hit level 25. You can probably dang near hit 30 if you push hard for it. So a lot of this game doesn't start until the mid-20s. But the thing is, like, when you push fast, you're going to be short on things like certain officers and stuff, which they have catch-up mechanics in place to get through that stuff. But, like, right now, like, you're going through the Rialta, the Corvette, the Fortunate, you know, like, probably working on the Findra right now. You know, like, there's all sorts of ships in there. But the way that the game's structured, like, you can get through these and build them to do the events, but then there's certain ones after it that you can kind of skip. So, like, there's going to be milestones to, like, build the Kira and the Valklis and probably the Kumari. You don't really have to do anything with them. And then there's, like, side quest type stuff. There's, like, a whole side mission thing around the Franklin. There's, like, a whole side mission thing around the Botany Bay. And, yeah, you're going to have to build these ships for the progression to be able to complete the missions. Because that mission... Oh, jeez. Rev Deuce, thank you for the raid. Oh, my shoutouts are broken. It's not going to be as nice as normal. It doesn't play the video. I broke the bot on the video. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Cottontail. I'm another Star Trek Fleet Command streamer. I am Op 71 on level 34 and kind of just going through today's events. Yeah, welcome in. I stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and kind of throw in some random other days if I feel like it. Been doing some arenas on Fridays, and I need work. I need help with that for sure. But welcome in. How was stream? I am probably going to skip streaming tomorrow night, and I'm going to fix this dang bot because that's making me mad. I backed it up right before I changed a bunch of stuff, so I can go back to it. It's only a week old, so it'll be able to get fixed. But yeah, so, like, they've got, like, these side quests at the beginning of the game for doing Franklin. There's a whole loop and stuff surrounding that. That filters into the later part of the game. The Botany Bay, that one's kind of a struggle for people to get. It's a little bit of a slow acquisition. But then you get into the, you kind of work your way into some of these other things too. You know, like, discovery, something that's going to stick with you throughout the entire game. All the way through the 70s. Botany Bay is definitely easy with the event store. It helps that out so much. I think that's even part of Cosmic Cleanup too, if I'm not mistaken. That helps with some of these other ones, at least. The Meridians... useful-ish. I feel like I've yet to really get into being much of a disco user. I hit a very big lull in using Discovery, especially like when I exceeded warp range in G6. Because I wasn't gonna pay for the primes to get the warp range boost. But now in G7, I find myself using it a lot for shuttling stuff back and forth for mining in the Veil. Because most everything else in like G6 was, you know, within 3 or 4 minutes. So it wasn't too big of a deal. Like you'd save a little bit of time. Sometimes there'd be a situation where you'd have a ship that was warp locked, so you just wanted to get it up there, but you also have the Eviscerator, so you know, like you have options. Yeah, leaving it at the base to pull quickly. I mean, I always have Disco in my last slot. Yeah, the Eviscerator does let you do the recall for free. That is useful. I didn't even realize that until fairly recently. Because I never really used it. But like I got used to being like at war and stuff. And at war, you know, like I'm ready to make a quick escape. You know, like this Disco does not leave this dock if I have a ship out of my base. Unless, you know, like I know absolutely there's no chance of anything bad happening. Yeah. There's a lot of friendly names for it. The Gornicator is definitely one of them. Speaking of miners, I was going to continue doing some more parse steel today. Trying to flip a couple more titanium mines for the other miners. I got a good time sitting on one last night. I was able to fill a chip up a couple of times. But like, I don't think there's really any skipping stuff, because at some point you're gonna want to go back to it because it's gonna fulfill a need in the future. Because like you don't need Botany Bay at level 18. Like it doesn't hamper your gameplay to not have it opened right away. But you're gonna want to have it open just because it has research and stuff in it that open up other things. It may not be as important as it was, but yeah. I'm planning on doing a younger account to get something in the 20s and 30s, and no, not minors. Yeah, the archive gives you the free mats forever. So once you get stuff finished, you can archive it. Which we're getting another one next month, just a couple more weeks away. I'm kind of excited for that. I'm actually kind of surprised that they put the Voyager in as early as they did. It felt like that was quick. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I mean, today's events were really quick and easy. Ooh, Excelsior parts. I think I'm gonna be able to make a decent run in next month's Vengeance event. Excited. When's the last time you did the Mantis loop? I'd say about. Well, I was still doing the stinging for the officer shards. Probably been about 4 months. I'd say that's about the time I got comfortable with the Xborg faction store. Disco should be in there. I don't know if there's enough of loot behind that. Well, I guess there is a partial. I don't know if we'll actually see the support ships in there or not. Because their stuff's kind of an active... I don't know. Defiant has so much research in the ship tree. Do you want to see my Defiant research? I don't think it's that bad, actually. What's the Defiant? Defiant. Like, I completed everything but the Starbase ones. That's true, Butterpecan. Mantis is really a support ship. I mean, it doesn't get rid of the ship. It just gets rid of the ship's loop. Mantis does have a hostile attacking portion. Right? Yeah, because that's... Yeah, so Mantis has an attacking portion. And then you get the hull fragments. We're doing the daily. Yeah. So yeah, the Mantis has a hostile grind. The Discovery doesn't technically have a hostile grind behind it. No, Discovery does have a hostile grind behind it, but the Cerritos and Titan do not. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Discovery at some point, but Cerritos and Titan I would definitely be. I really should do more Mantis Loop stuff to get it maxed. Would be the most boring loop to share ever. Well, if you're able to share tips and tricks, like if you're gonna take the Dauntless in there or something, like that wouldn't be a bad thing to share. Like if you can get like a massive amount of stuff to be able to finish maxing it. I don't know if does anything else have Syndicate? That wasn't anything part of Voyager, right? I mean, Voyager has artifacts and... I thought there was an officer component to Voyager too. Wednesday, I think, is the day that I can get the refit for the Monavine. So the Vidar has an officer component to it. Talios. It does have faction rep. Yeah, it's realistic that it'll get archived at some time because the loops will have to die. The officers come from the complex nanotech. Tomorrow Syndicate level 50. That should be a big one. Yeah, I mean, you get the big intake of felon shards, and then it's a nice boost on the officer stats. That's kind of what I'm up against for my next tier too. I get officer stat boosts, and these are T'Pring shards. So I don't think I have her unlocked yet, so this should get her unlocked for me. That's within the next couple of days. Yeah, I don't have her unlocked yet. I don't know what she does even yet. 3 to 6 star. Doesn't work on 7 star. Mitigation against hostiles, that'll be okay. I can find a place for that. I'm getting better about making sure I get the officers. Halfway to 61. Ooh, 60 is a good one. Ooh, 61 would be a good one too. That insta warp unlock. I would really be looking forward to that one. Yeah, I don't really need the G6 bonus mining so much. $47. 47's a nice target there too, because you get the shield and hull HP boost, 50% Armada loot, non-Armada hostile loot, officer preset, and if you're into frames, that might be an okay one. Syndicate 8. Oh, they don't make this easy to look at. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 3, 4, 8. That's actually kind of a nice frame. $56. You're right on pace with me then, because I'm 2 or 3 days out for 56. I look so forward to getting the G6 instant warp. That's gonna be so nice. Of course, I probably won't even be using a G6 mining ship anymore by that time, but it'll still be nice to have it on them. Reliant frame with the Christmas ent. Nice. Loyalty chest bonus. I do like every time they increase those. I've always been a fan of, was that Martox frame? Does it show me the one that I have? Does it highlight the one that I'm using? Or is that wasn't Shax's itself, was it? Oh geez, these are so hard to find. They need to have a better way to sort these. That one. Galron. Okay. Galron's frame. Because for whatever reason with Shax, I don't know. He looks pissed, and with the fire running behind him, it looks cool. Getting your Aphelion that soon? Well, I mean, compared to my pace to get to 61, yes. Because, I don't know, it's at least a month for each one of these. So it means I've got like 4 months to get up to 61. I have a feeling that Aphelion would come before that. I don't know, though. The nameless frame and avatar. I haven't seen them particularly, but I like the nameless. I like the nameless hostiles. I don't know if that's the nameless one. There might be. I think there's a couple of them, if I'm not mistaken. That is actually really nice. That is the one. I don't know if their frame might be, oh, that was actually not that bad. That's one of them. There's a couple different frames. But like the system, the nameless systems, I love being in those systems. Actually, we can do this. Favorites is the Silverblood Voyager. I've never rocked it, but it was one I did enjoy getting unlocked. That's an avatar, right? Is that one? Yeah. That's a good animated one. Like, that was a fun goal to go after. Like, I kind of wish there was, like, special targets like that more often in the game. Prefer the animated ones? I mean, they are a little bit better. I haven't been looking that much. Like, I've been rocking Shax since Lower Decks. I mean, to be honest, I might be partial towards the chocolate bunny. Like if I was gonna actually change. Or or the worm. I used ROM. ROM was a really popular one. Posted yours in my Discord. Ah, yes. Well, I could find yours really easy. All I have to do is go into the event and you're right there. Yeah, right there. That is a pretty good one too. Yeah, I think in my alliance right now, there's some good combos people are using. I don't know if that's bot. No, that's not Spot. What's the black cat? That one. Sylvia. I don't know what the lore behind this one is. But a couple people rocking that one. Made it to Margins Part 5. Ooh, that's the fun one. Made a crazy plan. That is killing the... Is it 5 or 10? 71s. Well, thanks for stopping in, Tin Man. Hope you have a great night. I'm gonna be hopping off too soon myself, actually. I think it was 10. I don't remember what my trick was that I used. I have a rank 3 Seska. I have a rank 3... Or no, rank 4 Seska. Rank 4 Q. The VOD's still up from when I did mine. Because my... My Crenshaw would have been tier 11? Tier 10. Yeah, my Crenshaw would have been tier 10 when I did it. I did it across 3 days. Because if I did the max fortification and Cerritos boost, I was able to do 3 hostels. And it was probably with Suitor... Or Anorak Suitor Seska. I don't think my shields were holding. Otherwise it would have been Janeway Suitor Seska. I'm pretty sure. Well, like I said, Janeway's tough for me because I think she kills too much of the shield. I'm seeing if I can. Seeing if I can see a. Thank you for the follow, Bishop. Because this. This is right after I did it. Oh, I used the GS31 too. To get that little bit of extra. That was the last one that I needed. But yeah, it was GS31 was able to tip the scale. It's right around this 2-hour, 10-minute mark. That was Janeway. That was Janeway. So Janeway was my captain. Yeah, if you want to check out the VOD from January 2nd. Around 2 hours in is when I was starting to do mine. I should go go through those and do another do a little YouTube video for it. Just the stuff that I went through. I feel like my account's probably at a pretty average spot. Like, it's definitely not on the high-end side of things at all. Yes, everybody is playing a different game. It's amazing, like, some of the variety that comes out between different accounts. Like, that's been demonstrated really highly in the G7 hostels, and that happens a lot here in the V'ger ones too. Like, if you can figure out good combinations for hitting the 71s in V'ger space, a lot of that's really transferable into G7. It's the same kind of Krujitsu. But yeah, the combination of Titan, Cerritos, and GS31 were all things that just helped tip the scale a little bit. And hello, Marty. Good morning. It's at that weird spot of the morning where I don't know if it's actually morning or no, you're well in the morning, right? Yeah. The bot is broke. So frustrating. Two p.m. Oh geez, yeah. I don't know the time zones well enough, I guess. Okay, I tried to give you a shout out. Go follow Morty if you're not already following. Oh, I don't understand why that's being so bad. Try it the normal one. We'll do it that way. Do a / shout out. It gets kind of easy to understand like where Britain is because of UTC. Because like everything usually has a UTC offset associated with it. So like that's not too bad. But you start going the other direction and then I'm like, oh boy. Sweet. Anytime, man. I would just appreciate seeing you around here. Ooh, I almost didn't claim my veil gas. All right, that's all the things. I think I'm gonna find a raid. Not that one. Why did that resize itself? Oh, let's see. What a busy day. Jason. Yeah, let's go raid Jason. Let's raid our buddy Jason.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Thank you, Butter Pecan. Is that like the official? Is that like the official end of stream sound now? I feel like that's the official end of stream sound. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Appreciate all the love and all the time. Hope everybody had a fantastic Monday and enjoys the rest of their evening. Hope everybody has a great Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Have a taco.